Hello everybody, Martin Root with Project Heaven on Earth. Today a little different video. We're in an artist's studio in Santa Fe, New Mexico. A very dear friend of mine, Julie Claire, and she is going to paint Heaven on Earth today. So let's just come around the corner here and we will meet Julie. Here's all her paints.
Hello, Martin.
Hello, Julie. We have a little camera set up at the back too. Julie, tell people what you do, what process painting is.
What I do with process painting, I call it intuitive painting, is really helping people free themselves up, to not be so judgmental about what shows up, and to let the painting happen through a bit of a mysterious process without controlling it or strategizing it. So it has a lot to do with sacred space, safe space of not being told it's good, it's bad, or any kind of technical information. And it's a lot about the person being freed up to allow the painting to happen.
And I should tell folks that I've done several courses with you, and you have dramatically changed the way I approach art. You're really, I think, a master. Today, in a conversation recently we had, you and I, over coffee, I said, wouldn't it be a wonderful idea if you actually painted Heaven on Earth, not knowing what that is, what it would look like. So we have not rehearsed this at all, folks.
No.
This is
I have no idea what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Brand new. And this is the sheet, and she's going to paint on it. We're going to show it to you in time-lapse photography. So it'll be, we don't know how long, 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, but we'll condense it so you can see it like come about in front of you. And I thought one good way to start this, Julie, would be to ask you the 3 Heaven on Earth questions, if you're willing.
I'm willing.
Tell me a time when you experienced Heaven on Earth. What was going on?
I don't have this rehearsed either. You know, what comes to me in this moment is there was a time when I was in an environment, it was more meditative, but we were all gathered. There might have been 40 people. And the facilitator and I talked afterwards, and for some reason in that moment, I felt totally seen. I felt totally seen. And so it was this kind of exposed feeling, but I also felt loved in that being seen. So that to me was Heaven on Earth. That comes to me today.
Lovely. And imagine you have a magic wand, and with this wand, you can have Heaven on Earth. What's Heaven on Earth for you?
Wow, Heaven on Earth is people being free enough to be really who they already are and to be seen, like that story. So including creativity to me is a great way to be there, to be with that, who we are, place. But I would say where people don't have to be afraid to be who they are, they don't have to feel threatened by society rules, prejudices, any of it. And we can, Heaven on Earth would be people really being alive. So being uncaged by so many protocols and conditioning that, that don't actually serve us anymore. So.
And the third question, what simple, easy, concrete step will you take in the next 24 hours to have more of that?
Well, in the next 24 hours I'm going to paint. And for me, it's also personal for me. How can I let what's going to happen here be enough? How can I be with it and celebrate it and not be in judgment about how it's not good enough and doesn't look like someone else's painting? And so that would be my own personal process of being not mean, not the mean mind, but the kind mind, and also the alive place of painting. So that's what I'm going to paint.
Lovely. So thanks so much, dear. And what's lovely to me, folks, as you see, this is a black piece of roofing paper, blank. She has no idea what she's going to put into this. We have not rehearsed this other than she knows she's going to paint Heaven on Earth. And we'll do time-lapse photography for the time we're together. All right, Julie, let's start. Julie, talk about the process. What did you get?
Crazy. I was surprised by how much the gray and the black wanted in, and here I was inviting in heaven on earth. And I think what came up for me today with it is how important it is for me to have that stuff allowed, the getting lost, the wandering, all the emotions that come up that aren't the quote-unquote nice ones. So it's creating that space for that to come in, to me, is what I got a lot today out of heaven on earth. Forget the superficial, we got to go deep.
That's great, thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
I loved watching the process. I have to tell you how much I learned about wanting to control the painting and just, letting go, just watching you do it. It was just amazing. Thanks so much, Julie, for this. You're a heaven on earth angel, you are.
Thank you, Martin.
Do you think there's some more for you to say here?
I'm just surprised at how much self-consciousness there was showing up with the whole video thing and everything. And there was something else there that just said, keep going, keep going, keep going, wipe it off, scrape it off. So I think it's that opening bigger and wider. It's that bigger thing that we can allow all of it in, but we're not stopped by it.
Lovely. Thanks, Julie.
You're welcome.